Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lingua. Today we do have a very special guest with us, Atufa Najib, and she is a very close friend of mine as well, and she has been a very close to my heart as well. The reason is that because the first time when I started off my career as an ESL and IELTS trainer, she was the one who basically recommended me for that job. Nowadays, she's working as an ESL and IELTS trainer with Lingua Club as well. And what is the basic reason that I have invited her in my podcast is that she has already done CELTA certification. So today we are going to talk about that. What is CELTA and why it is required for teachers to have this certification as well. So, Assalamualaikum Atufa, how are you?
Alaikum Assalam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming and
Thank
joining
you for
us
having
today.
me.
Okay, what are you doing nowadays?
Nowadays, I'm OET interlocutor and IELTS coach at Lingua Club, and I'm giving online coaching classes to the OET and IELTS aspirants.
Okay, if I talked about all that journey that we used to have, I remembered back in 2016, we met for the very first time. At that time, I was doing internship at a university as well, and you were doing your master's degree over there.
Yeah, I remember you going to corporate center to the stairs every day. We used to meet there.
Exactly.
Yeah, good memories all times.
Exactly. And I never thought कि आज कोई like there will be like in 2024 we both are gonna sit together in front of each other and we are going to have this conversation.
Was it because of love or hate?
I think it is because of love. The kind of like conversations, though they were online conversation, I think we need to understand this thing कि इन 4-5 सालों में बहुत कुछ हुआ, not only in your life, in my life as well.
बहुत कुछ बदला.
बहुत कुछ
Miss
बदल
से
गया.
Mrs. हो गई मैं तो. And you became CEO. See,
I think a long
happened.
way to go
Yeah.
in both the cases. And but अच्छी बात ये थी कि we have been in touch online and we knew कि क्या चल रहा है हमारी जिंदगी में, ठीक है?
दुख दर्द के साथ ही.
दुख दर्द के साथ ही एग्जैक्टली. अभी आज जिस टॉपिक पे हम बात करने जा रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड क्रूशल टू टॉक अबाउट इट एज ए लैंग्वेज ट्रेनर, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में मुझे लगता है ये मसला एक काइंड ऑफ मसला नहीं कहूँगी, आई वुड से माइट बी वी डोंट हैव अ लॉट ऑफ गुड डायरेक्शन और द गाइडेंस अबाउट इट एज वेल. कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि so many institutes are there, so many language you can say centers are there. Universities में भी हम इंग्लिश को बहुत ज़्यादा emphasize करते हैं क्योंकि in Pakistan I believe it has become a kind of demand for everyone and norm for everyone that they need to learn English, whatever the case is. ऐसे में what do you think? So, okay, what kind of certifications can a teacher do to become a good trainer, and how a teacher would be like different in terms of like teaching if he's gonna do certification rather than a degree?
First of all, I must say that you just bombarded me with so many questions. So many questions. So I'll answer them in a sequence one by one. Like you asked that what basically is CELTA. So CELTA is basically Cambridge English Language Teaching Certification for adults. How you teach B1, B2 level and above students, and how you have to grade your language, make lesson plans, and there are so many other elements which are there in CELTA. So that certification is quite interesting and challenging, to be very honest. You are going through a lot through that phase when you are doing CELTA.
Exactly.
उसके बाद CELTA का they have also started another certification. It's called CELT-S, which is for teachers who are interested in teaching OA levels and secondary or higher secondary.
ठीक है.
So ये बहुत सारी सर्टिफिकेशंस हैं जो करनी चाहिए, होनी चाहिए. पाकिस्तान में अवेयरनेस नहीं है इन चीज़ों की. Even I knew about this CELTA thing after doing my MPhil.
Exactly.
Which I think I should know. I should have known it before that, before time. But there is no that much of kind of
मुझे
awareness.
उसकी एक वजह ये है क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ BS and MPhil इंग्लिश को बहुत ज़्यादा एम्फेसाइज कर दिया गया है. कि अच्छा ये डिग्रीज होंगे तो तभी आप लाइक ट्रेनर बन सकते हैं या तभी आप किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ा सकते
एरिया
हैं?
टू एरिया डिफर करता है ना, जैसे साउथ एशिया में डिग्रीज मैटर करती हैं, बट व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट यूरोप एंड अदर कंट्रीज दे डोंट टॉक अबाउट डिग्रीज, दे टॉक अबाउट सर्टिफिकेशंस, एंड इवन CELTA is degree level certification. So you can do it at the early age as well. There is no restriction for doing the certification, but for BS you need specific age requirements, specific degree requirement. For masters as well you need specific requirements.
And you are not able to teach without these degrees as well.
Yes, again, that's all about South Asia, right? So you need to have a degree to teach. But again, if with degrees you do certification, it changes you a lot. It changes your teaching methodologies. There are so many other things that changes you. But the thing is that how consistent you are for your professional development.
Exactly.
And these certifications are very helpful in your professional development.
Okay. You started off your career with UCP, right?
Yes.
If I ask you this question, okay, at that time you were teaching to the different, like it was in 2020, right? अभी आपने CELTA सर्टिफिकेशन के बाद दोबारा पढ़ाना शुरू कर दिया, ठीक है? एंड बीच में आई थिंक देयर वाज अ गैप जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ योर चिल्ड्रन एज वेल. सो अगर मैं ये पूछूं कि 2020 में जब आपने व्हेन यू वर डन विद योर MPhil डिग्री एंड यू स्टार्टेड टीचिंग, at that time what kind of teacher you were, and now you have done CELTA certification, so what kind of difference you feel that okay, CELTA has brought this change in my language teaching?
There is a huge difference, to be very honest. When I started my career as a teacher, I used to have fun student activity. Teacher talk time was a lot. Okay,
Exactly.
This is something innate in our teachers. हमें बोलने की बहुत आदत है ना, बहुत शौक है, बस प्लेटफॉर्म मिल जाए.
Just to prove ourselves that we are very good teachers. And the students have the same kind of expectations from us as well.
They start to rely on you. They want teacher to spoon feed them.
Exactly.
What CELTA taught me that you are not supposed to spoon feed your students. Rather, you are supposed to make them learn, make them eager to come to your class, make them interested in your class. कि वो ऐसे teacher हों कि वो आएं. Sir Tariq Rahman, तो you must have heard of him, right?
Exactly.
When he used to give lecture, when he used to be there in the class, even till to date, whenever he is in the Islamabad Literature Festival or so.
Exactly.
The hall is always full. The way he delivered the message, the way he communicate, the way he talk, everyone wants to listen to him because there is something new every time you attend his class, lecture, session, whatsoever. There is every time something new you want to learn. So this is what CELTA taught me, that your teaching style should be same in a way. Whenever you enter in your class, students are rushing before you to enter into your class because they're eager to learn. Teacher must have got something new. आज तो मैम कुछ नया पढ़ाएंगी, कुछ मजे का पढ़ाएंगी. Communicative purpose होना चाहिए, तो बच्चे participate करेंगे. Because classroom is a place where you should give them space to talk. ठीक है? बाजू का बाप घर में नहीं कोई बोलने देता, बड़ा बहन भाई होता है तो छोटे को कहते हैं चुप करके बैठो, तुम्हें नहीं बोलना. और क्या पता वही छोटा क्लास में आए और जब आप उसे मौका दें वो इतना अच्छा बोले कि नेक्स्ट टाइम ही माइट बी अ host of a podcast.
Teachers are made for this thing.
Yes,
as well. I think you can relate it with my childhood as well. मुझे लगता है कि at beginning, like when I used to go to my classrooms, तो मुझे हमेशा ये होता था यार मेरे दिमाग में कितना एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी आइडियाज हैं, लेकिन मैं वो आइडियाज बता नहीं पा रही. ठीक है, और मेरे दिमाग में हमेशा ये बात होती थी कि माइट बी आई एम नॉट वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट टू टॉक अबाउट ऑल दोज थिंग्स. लेकिन with the passage of time, when I start I think this is the reason that we became teachers by the end as well, and we really want to be very different teachers क्योंकि हमें लग रहा था कि whatever we have suffered throughout our like educational era, हमारे students उस तरीके से ना करें.
It's same, to be very honest, is just as same as being parent. कि बच्चे कहते हैं कि जो हमें चीज नहीं मिल सकी, जिसके लिए we were craving, वो हम अपने बच्चों को देते हैं. वही टीचिंग में भी वही होता है कि बाजू का you miss something you were expecting from your teacher and then you expect कि वो चीज आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स को दे सकें. बाजू का आप कोई अच्छी चीजें भी लेते हैं. Like few of my teachers, they were so friendly with me. Most of the people around me, they say that you don't need to be friendly with your students. But I believe that I have seen more friendly I am with them, more good result I get in the end. They are very comfortable sharing their stress, anxieties with me, and they are very comfortable sharing their ideas and so many other their personal dreams as well. So I think टीचर स्टूडेंट की एक स्पेस होनी चाहिए, एक रिस्पेक्ट होनी चाहिए, और इस रिस्पेक्ट को आप मैक्सिमम एंजॉय कर सकते हैं इफ़ यू नो योर लिमिट्स एंड एवरीथिंग।
एग्जैक्टली।
और यही चीज़ है टीचिंग में भी, यही आ जाता है। और जब अभी हम बात कर रहे थे कि क्या डिफरेंस फील हुआ, तो वो यही था कि मैं बात कर रही थी कि पहले मैं एक एक्टिविटी डालती थी, आई यूज्ड टू हैव माय ओन रिजर्वेशंस, और मुझे डर लगता था मैं ज़्यादा कराया तो स्टूडेंट डाइवर्ट ना हो जाए। बट देन आई रियलाइज आफ्टर डूइंग CELTA दैट आफ्टर एवरी स्टेज इफ यू ऐड एन एक्टिविटी or if you add something to work on or some exercise or make them talk in the class and make them enjoy communication or role plays and these kind of things, so it becomes more interesting for students.
Exactly.
They learn a lot and they remember for long term. So it's not a short term class. Approach. Oh no, we are going to attend 60 minutes class. No, it's not like that.
Exactly.
That 60 minutes, they remain in your brain, in your memory for so long, like till 60 age, at the age of 60, you know.
Exactly.
So you still remember, हमारी वो एक टीचर थी, बड़ा अच्छा पढ़ाती थी।
हमें भी, जैसे हम फॉर एग्जांपल अपने स्कूल एंड कॉलेज का देखें तो हमें वो याद नहीं है कि टीचर ने हमें ये चैप्टर पढ़ा लिया था केमिस्ट्री का, ये बता दिया था, फार्मूला बता दिया था। We do remember that what kind of behavior the teacher used to have with us. अगर वो कोई एक्टिविटीज़ करवा रहे थे तो अगर जैसे मुझे कुछ याद है बैचलर्स में 1-2 टीचर्स ऐसे थे कि जो हमें क्लास से बाहर लेके चले गए एक्टिविटी के लिए, हमने वो एक्टिविटी की एंड वी लर्न न्यू वोकैबुलरी आइटम्स, तो मेरे दिमाग में वो चीज़ बैठी हुई है कि यस दैट टीचर वाज, एंड देन आई ट्राइड टू डू द सेम थिंग इन माय टीचिंग मेथोडोलॉजी एज वेल, राइट? सो इन दैट केस आई बिलीव दिस इज समथिंग विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप अपने लेसन प्लान को किस तरीके से टेलर्ड कर रहे हैं, जिसमें आपके पास डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज़ भी हैं, आपको पता है यू हैव पीपल फ्रॉम डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड्स एज वेल, यू आर ट्राइंग टू लिसन टू एवरी स्टूडेंट.
This is how you learn as well. You also learn as a teacher, but lesson planning is important, but teaching a class is more important.
Okay.
Because you are planning a lesson, you have added 5-6 activities, but then you know that while teaching there are always some students, to be very honest, 1 or 2 students, those who are not coming to the point or not getting along with whatever we are going to teach in the class.
Exactly.
So they take bit of your time. Okay, so you need to cut down your lecture, you need to shorten your lessons, and you need to deliver within a time frame. So whatever going on in the class is more important. Your students are more important rather than your lesson plans.
Okay. Have you learned how to make lesson plans during your CELTA certification?
That was one of the main goal which we were supposed to achieve along with the practical teaching experience and the other experiences and theoretical experiences. So it was one of the challenging experience as well. I still remember my tutor, her name was is Sezgi. I submitted my first lesson plan and they asked for the meaning, form and pronunciation and explanation of the particular vocabulary item which I was supposed to pre-teach, which were difficult in the class. And I wrote, no difficulty in meaning, no difficulty in form, pronunciation is amazing, you can counter check from that particular website. And she was like, no, you have to elaborate the ideas, consider that there are students who don't know this word at all. So I started to work on that particular part of my lesson plan, and by the end of the lesson plan and last teaching practice, I was I was writing my teaching plan, I was flooded with the ideas. No, this could be the anticipated problem. Oh no, this could be the anticipated problem and all. So I think I learned a lot. I learned a lot through my CELTA journey. I learned about lesson plans. I used to focus on them before as well, but now I know that tiniest detail that which thing should be focused on and what to do, what not to do, and how to.
Now you got the purpose as well.
Yeah, now I have a purpose of lesson plan. I have meanings and sub-meanings and like that. So it's more interesting.
Exactly.
Even teaching has become more interesting for me as well.